What's up everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Are you bored? Have been stuck in the same town for too long? Maybe even for your whole life? Whether you're looking for a good paying job or just a change of scenery, big city life might be a thing for you. Now remember, bigger doesn't necessarily mean better. Anyways, today we are starting a new series on the best cities to live in the US. This video is about the top 10 best big cities, but everyone has different city size preferences, so we'll also make videos about medium and small cities. Since there is no way to determine if the city is big or not, I came up with some basic criteria. To qualify as big, a city has to have a metro population of over 3 million residents. Medium-sized cities have a metro population somewhere between 1.5 to 3 million, and then small cities have a metro population under 1.5 million. Of course, there might be a few exceptions. For example, Denver only has a metro population of 2.93 million, but let's be honest, it's still a big city. And before you'll get mad and comment, "Hey, why there is no Austin on this list? It's the best city." Austin isn't a big city. Don't worry though, it will be in the top 10 best medium-sized cities. But enough with my ramble, let's just do this. Number 10. Phoenix, Arizona. Phoenix has been one of the fastest growing cities over the past decade. Despite the metro population having nearly 5 million residents, it still increases by around 2% each year. And for good reason. I mean, who wouldn't want to live in a place with over 300 sunny days? The combination of perfect weather and no winter means more time to enjoy all the hiking, biking, rock climbing, tubing, and horseback riding in the city's 189 parks. But all this is just a bonus for most of the transplants who primarily relocate for the affordable cost of living and great job opportunities. And even though it's the fifth largest city, Phoenix's excellently planned and well-maintained road systems, combined with how spread out the metro area is, the traffic is still under control. But it's also the main reason it isn't higher on this list. Phoenix also lacks some fun culture, which makes other cities fun and unique. Number 9. New York City. I know a lot of you are probably commenting, "What? New York stinks. How the heck did it make this list?" Well, apart from the high cost of living, New York's actually a really great city to live in. The total crime and murder rates are a lot lower than the national average here, making it one of the safest cities in the United States, despite the fact that there are nearly 20 million people. Speaking of which, New York is a big city. I mean, heck, it's the biggest city in America. And for a lot of people, it's just way too crowded. But this also means that there are always new restaurants, parks, museums, shows, art galleries, and shops to explore. There's so much going on that you couldn't possibly scratch the surface, even if you spend your entire life here. And with the best public transportation and walkability in America, it's safe to say you'll never need to drive or worry about traffic again. But like I mentioned earlier, it does come with a steep price tag. But hey, at least it's still a lot cheaper than LA or San Francisco. Number 8. Houston, Texas. Unlike New York, which is currently losing residents, Houston's one of the fastest growing metropolitan populations in the nation. And you know how they say, everything is bigger in Texas. Well, apparently, so are the paychecks. The diverse economy here hosts a variety of high-paying job opportunities in the energy, aerospace, manufacturing, distribution, medical industries, and so on. So the median household income is a whopping 64,000 bucks. To make things even better though, you actually get to keep most of it since there is no state income tax. And the median home price is only $190,000. Now, if that doesn't leave you saying, yeehaw! Maybe the incredibly friendly residents, amazing culinary scene, great schools and universities, good nightlife, and a museum district featuring 19 museums in a 12-block radius as well. It's really not a surprise that nearly 7 million people call the Houston area home. I mean, there is something for everyone. But all those people also create one of the worst traffics in the country, since Houston's is very spread out and has an awful public transportation. And don't even let me get started on how hot and humid it gets here in the summer. Number 7. Denver, Colorado. If you're looking to join the Mile High Club, then the Mile High City might just be the easiest place to do it. But for everyone else, Denver is another one of the fastest growing cities in America. In fact, just since 2010, the metro population has increased by nearly 20% to reach 2.93 million. 2/3 of which are under the age of 44. And I know it's technically below the 3 million, but like I said earlier, Denver still feels a lot bigger than even a lot of other cities on this list. That's because it has everything a big city could ask for. The best economy in the nation, professional sports teams, amazing concerts, a thriving nightlife, extending culinary scene, and we can't forget some of the most amazing nature in the country. I mean, sure, it's expensive with a median home price of $455,000. But that shouldn't be a big problem considering all the amazing job opportunities. With a 2.3 unemployment rate and a median household income of almost $69,000, there are good jobs literally everywhere. Number 6. Boston, Massachusetts. Beantown, aka a place that literally feels like a history book every corner you turn. If it weren't for an insane cost of living, Boston would have probably made the top 3. But at least it has some of the highest paying jobs in America, in addition to boasting one of the lowest unemployment rates of just 2%. What? 2%? Yeah, between biotech, engineering, finance, medicine, and of course, higher education, the median household income here is nearly $86,000 a year. And when you aren't working, the city has some of the best leisure activities as well. You'll find amazing sports teams, world-class museums, concert halls, and theaters, tons of green spaces and parks, beautiful beaches, some of the best seafood, and like I mentioned earlier, literally everything here is a historical marker. There really is no other place in the country with this much history. And similar to history, education is everywhere in Boston too. Boston's suburbs are actually home to the best public schools in the United States, in addition to some of the best colleges and universities in the world. But the traffic here is the worst. But then again, the most of the city is really walkable and bikeable. Alright, so this was the first part of this list. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon, guys. Peace out and goodbye.